A section of Oshodi, a popular transport interchange in Lagos State, was thrown into chaos following the violence that led to the death of a transport union leader, Razak Bello, popularly known as Hamburger. As a result, the state government placed an indefinite ban on the activities of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, NURTW, in all the 7 branches in the area.
Mr. Razak Bello was the leader of Motorcycle and Tricycle Operators Association of Lagos State, an arm of the National Union of Road Transport Workers. Mr. Bello was allegedly killed by members of a rival union group during a clash. His death had in the past few days caused panic amongst residents and traders in Oshodi, especially around Shogunle area. The press conference involving officials of the Lagos State Ministry of Transport, the police, and leaders of transport unions in the state is for the state government to make known its position on the matter.
You recall this incident, a lot of information, rumors, and a lot of misconception has gone viral, which has threatened the peace. People in that area are living in palpable fear. And as a government, we cannot fold our hands to allow this to continue. And the state government has come up with a resolution to nip this in bud and also set the tone to tell Lagosians that we are actually in charge and we are capable of nipping any form of criminality in the bud.
The resolution, which involves the indefinite suspension of transport workers' activities within the affected areas, was read out by the acting commissioner in the Ministry of Transportation.
The Lagos State government wished to state as follows. 1. All union activities in the 7 branches of NURTW affected by the crisis are suspended indefinitely. 2. While this order lasts, there will be no collection of tickets, fees from commuters, buses operating in the area. 3. A team of state government officials and security personnel has been mandated to oversee and monitor the transport operations within the 7 branches. They are not to collect any ticket or fees from transport operators therein. 4. The suspension will remain in force until peace and tranquility returns to the area. This will be based on appropriate security reports. 5. For avoidance of doubt, police investigations are ongoing on the said date, and all persons found culpable will be prosecuted in line with the dictates of the laws. 6. It is important to also emphasize that all rumor mongering, insinuations, and unfounded / unverified facts should be avoided in the sake of peaceful coexistence. Lastly, any escalation of this crisis will lead to the government taking stringent actions against the activities of the transport union in Lagos State.
To permanently address incessant crisis arising from activities of transport unions in the state, the Commissioner of Transportation says government has put in place a bus reform initiative through which 5,000 air-conditioned buses will be injected into the transport sector.
Finally, here are news bits of other activities that took place in the state.
Recently, families and dependents of deceased staff of Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board (SUBEB) and local government councils were presented with insurance benefits. It's the 3rd presentation of death benefits to 85 beneficiaries, 35 from SUBEB and 50 from the local governments. The move is in fulfillment of Lagos State government's commitment to the welfare of its employees, whether dead or alive.
This kind of money should be judiciously used. It shouldn't be money that will go to something that the dead person will not be happy with what is being done with the money. So my advice is the Lord will lead you to spend the money right. It is a very rare achievement. We are in other states, in so many other states, people who are even working are not able to get their salaries as at when due. With the backing of His Excellency, is paying families of the deceased workers. This goes a long way. And I also want to join the MD of LASACO in saying a big thank you to His Excellency.
The benefits are meant to support the livelihood of the dependents of the deceased workers. The death insurance scheme was introduced in 2009. Between then and now, hundreds of millions of naira have been distributed to beneficiaries. As Muslims in Lagos observe the annual fasting in the month of Ramadan, clerics have been emphasizing on religious tolerance among religions, which is seen as the basis for peaceful coexistence experienced in the state. A guest from the University of Lagos gave the charge while delivering a lecture during the governor's breaking of fast, also known as Itfa, with Muslims at the Lagos House, Ikeja. Governor Ambode commended religious leaders and groups for the continuous harmonious relationship in the state. He urged Muslims to use the Ramadan period to pray for the development of the state.
The whole essence of fasting is about selflessness, ability to sacrifice one's habitual efforts so that you can rekindle and re-energize all the blessings of Allah. But most importantly, is that all the benefits that come with the sacrifice, none of them will bypass you. There's always a purpose for doing this, and that purpose has already been documented in the books. I also pray that every other aspect of your heart desires that have made you to commence this fasting period, they will all be granted.
As Muslims, our religion teaches us to be tolerant and to acknowledge any good, whether it comes from a Muslim or from a non-Muslim. The governor may be a Christian. In terms of his achievements, he has not been focusing achievements on only Christians. He has been serving both Muslims, Christians, and those who don't belong to either of the two religions. So as Muslims, we must acknowledge this fact.
Ramadan has come to teach us how to ensure self-restraint. Lagos has benefited immensely from the peaceful coexistence and harmonious relationship among people of different religions. And this is what His Excellency stands for. So our message to all Muslims is to use the opportunity of this Ramadan to continue to pray for the state, for the development of the state, and to continue to exhibit the good character of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Well, we draw the curtain on the program this week to a close. Thank you for watching. Be more tolerant with each other and stay out of trouble. I'm Loretta Chiogo. Bye for now.